Hey guys, it's Chloe, and today I am here with a brand new video. Today I am here with my May wrap-up, and as usual I am filming it a few days early, and at the time that this is being posted there are still 2 days left in the month of May. I read a total of 6 books this month, and I will be finishing a 7th, but we will talk about that a little later in the video. 3 of the 6 books I physically own. The other 3 were ebooks from the library. I did participate in one readathon this month, which was Scallywagathon. I did a really low-key participation, and I talked about that a lot in my May reading vlog, so I will link that in the description below if you want to check that out. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first couple of books were completed during Scallywagathon. Again, the vlog linked down below if you want to check that out as for like daily updates and that such. First one I completed was Cruel Crown by Victoria Aveyard. This is 2 little short stories that were released a couple of years ago, and I know she just released a full bind-up of these 2 as well as some other short stories, but I will not be reading that book. I really just read it to be done with it because it's been on my shelf, and I gave this 2 stars, and that's mostly because I enjoyed the first story more than I did the second one, and we all know my complicated relationship with the Red Queen series. But I have finished this book. It is now going back onto my shelves as being read. It did count for the letter C on the A to Z challenge as well, so even though I didn't enjoy it, it helped check off a lot of things. The second book I completed was one of my most anticipated releases for 2019, and it was Serious Moonlight by Jenn Bennett. This was this was a contemporary as well as a little bit of a mystery, and normally I do not enjoy mysteries, but I love everything Jenn Bennett does, and this book was no exception. It took a lot of different twists that I weren't expecting in this book, and I just fell in love with these characters and really enjoyed the book overall. I give this one 5 stars, and Jenn Bennett already has another book coming out this month, or not this month, but this year, that is not a contemporary, and I'm really looking forward to see what she can do with that. So the next book I picked up was Dear Martin by Nic Stone. This one was also for Scallywagathon, for a specific challenge, and I don't own this book, which is why I went to the library and picked this one. Again, vlog, link down below. I ended up giving this 3.5 stars. This is a very short book. It has been compared to The Hate U Give, but I don't think it is, it has a similar topic as The Hate U Give, but it's not as up there as The Hate U Give. I don't really know how to say that. I did not enjoy it as much as The Hate U Give. That was like a really good book, 5 stars. But this one, I did not like the first half of the book because it's split into 2 parts. I did not like the first part. The second part redeemed itself for me, which is why I think I gave it 3.5 stars. For me, a 3 is I'm really neutral. It's okay, it's not great, it's not terrible, but by giving that 3.5, it was good. The second half really redeemed itself for me, but the first half I really didn't enjoy that much. That being said, I don't know if I will pick up Nic Stone's other 2 works. She has one out and one upcoming, I believe. Not sure if I'm going to pick them up. I guess we'll see in the future, and yeah, that's how I feel about that. The next book I picked up was 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. Sally Thorne's work has been recommended to me a lot by Desiree from Libri Labra. So I put this book on hold at the library, and it took a really long time for it to come in. And when I first started reading this book, for the first couple of chapters I was really bored, and I told myself if I got to a certain chapter and was still bored, I was going to DNF it. Well, I got to that certain chapter and things finally started to pick up, and I ended up giving this book 4.5 stars. I enjoyed it. I bumped it off the half star because it was so slow in the beginning, but I ended up really enjoying it, and I was really happy that I found a new author that I enjoyed her work from. This is an adult contemporary. I would almost say it's a rom-com, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I didn't DNF it. That being said, right after this one I picked up The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, which is her debut novel, and I fell in love with this book. Like, I hardcore fell for these characters, for this storyline. This is also an adult contemporary rom-com, and I hardcore fell in love with these characters. Around the time I was reading this book, I also found out that there's going to be a movie, and the 2 leads were cast. I don't necessarily agree with the 2 leads. I'm not really sure who I would put in place of them, but that's really not the point. The point is, I gave this book 5 stars because I fell hardcore into this book, and I loved it so much. And there was tension in certain areas, where I thought something was going to happen and then it didn't happen, and then I was frustrated, so there was just a lot happening, and I loved this book. I wish I could experience this book all over again, and this would definitely be a reread for me in the future. I definitely loved this book, and this really put Sally Thorne on the map for me as an author that I want to see more from. The next book I completed, I actually just finished last night. I stayed up late finishing it, and it was Nexus by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. This is the sequel and the final book in the Androma saga, and the Zenith duology is like I like to call it. This was not as good for me as the first book was, but I still really enjoyed it. This was a good book. I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. It definitely did not end the way I thought it was going to end. The beginning was slower and not as fun as I wanted it to be, but I ended up enjoying it. I thought it was good. If you want more of my thoughts, we actually did a live show for this last Sunday, so I will link that in the description below. You can find out all of my thoughts and all of Kathleen from For the Love of Books' thoughts on this book. So that was the last book I finished in May. I have another one that I will be finishing in May, which is With Whom We Spend Our Lives by K.S. Thomas. I have like less than 100 pages left in this book, so I definitely will be finishing this month. And this was my unwrapped book for May. So guys, that is all I have for this video today. I hope you all enjoyed it. This weekend, actually tomorrow, I am leaving for New York to go to BookCon. I am so pumped. If you all see me at BookCon, please come say hi. Like, I know I have been like stressing this in all of my recent videos, but if you see me at BookCon, please come say hi. I'm so pumped and so excited to be in New York and be with all of my friends and just surrounded by other bookish people, and I'm really excited to be going to New York for the first time and going to BookCon for the second time. So that's all I have. Down below in the comments, leave me an emoji, or let me know if you're going to BookCon, or both. All of the things. If you like this video, go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so click subscribe so you get updated for when I post those. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! In the darkness, I don't feel so cold. The ashes fall like rain, and somehow we're okay. My story drifts between shadows and smoke.